Welcome back, everyone, here to Live Now from Foxville. New video coming in right now from D.C., where a bus from Texas has arrived this morning transporting dozens of illegal immigrants as part of Texas Governor Greg Abbott's new plan to counter federal immigration policies during an ongoing border crisis. Abbott announced just last week that he was directing the Texas Division of Emergency Management to transport migrants released from federal custody in Texas to the nation's capital and other locations outside his state. The bus pulled up at approximately 8 a.m., just blocks away from the U.S. Capitol. Fox News has learned that they come from the Del Rio sector in Texas after coming in to the U.S. from Colombia, Cuba, and Venezuela. Upon the bus's arrival in D.C., individuals disembarked one by one, except for family units who exited together. They checked in with officials and had wristbands they were wearing cut off before they were told that they could go. According to Abbott's plan, he says it's already working. The agency told Fox News on Monday that they have many of the communities that originally reached out for support from the Rio Grande Valley to Terrell County say the federal government stopped dropping immigrants in their town since Abbott's announcement just on April 6th. Some have questioned whether Abbott's plan to bus migrants was genuine. The White House dismissed it as a publicity stunt. Even Texas State Representative Matt Schaefer, a Republican, called it a gimmick. And then, well, now we have the video to prove it here that Abbott was not calling it a gimmick at all. Still, the governor's legal authority to transport busloads of migrants to the U.S. Capitol remains in question. The 2012 Supreme Court case, Arizona versus the United States, prevents states from making their own immigration policies there. Abbott insists that the federal government is failing to adequately address the situation. President Biden recently announced that he would be rescinding Title 42, which was used to expel migrants.
I just had to come on tonight after watching that video this morning as the first bus arrived from Texas. And first of all, let me show you this again. Who the hell are those jokers there, checking out their wristbands, looking at their telephones, and giving them hugs? Who the hell are these jokers? And how do they know where the bus is going to be? I got a lot of questions about this shit that I see going on. And I had some suggestions for Biden's. First of all, it's going to take more than one bus to do it. Second of all, there's a second bus coming. Why isn't there a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and on and on and on? And then, what else I would do, everybody, what else I would do is I would not tell them where the hell I'm dropping them off at. And that would include not at the nation's capital, into their frickin' neighborhoods where these son of a guns in the Capitol buildings live, where they live, and also in front of Obama's house. That's where I would drop them at. That's where I'm talking about. I'm not talking about giving them where you drop them off and there's people there to greet them and they're going to take them and fly them wherever they want to go to in the country. That's what's going to happen. And of course, there's going to be lawsuits flying and everything else. The thing is, you've got to do what you say you're going to do and mean it. And mean it. Now, I'm glad that things have already started to change there on the border. But I'm serious. I'm serious. They need to spread the love around, and I mean into the neighborhoods of D.C. and into the neighborhoods of Maryland, and on and on and on, everybody. That's what I'm talking about. This can't be a stunt. You can't let them say it's a stunt and it be a stunt. That's what I'm talking about. Now, everybody was kind of laughing at this, but I'm not. I'm not. And when he said, you know, when I first heard there's going to be 900 buses, now, it may be slow to pick up when Title 42 ends, and then they rush on in, and then maybe we can get bus after bus after bus and just have it rolling up the highway and dropping them off wherever. Wherever anybody that's supporting this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about supporting the drop of Title 42 and Democrats especially. But this isn't giving them a taste. What I saw this morning was not giving them a taste of their own medicine. Nah. All they were doing was welcoming them in and then shipping them out. That's what they're going to do. And maybe send them right back to Texas. We don't know. I have to hope the second part of Abbott's plan is better than this. I mean, everybody's excited because the first bus made it up there. But yeah, Lisa Lee, I think that first bus had 24 or 26 people on it. That's all. That's all. Now, they can't make them go there, so it has to be volunteers that want to go there. But hey, look how well they're being treated. I do feel that more and more of them, after they see this and after they see how easy it is, they're going to want to go to D.C. And I hope that's the case, because they think they're going to get processed a lot quicker and a lot easier. I don't know, they might. But we have to do what I'm talking about. You don't drop them off there and have the people on the other end expecting them. Oh, hell no. You don't do that. You don't telegraph to the enemy what you're going to do. Totally, that is. If you know what I mean. Now, I did come on here late tonight. I wasn't going to come on tonight at all. I was going to wait till tomorrow night and get into the MC stuff about Martin versus the state of Texas. But after I saw this today, the more I got to thinking about it, the more I got kind of teed off at what I saw. I'm not excited about it at all. I think that was a weak showing. But it also let us see who's there to greet them on the other end. I would like to know who these jokers are. One of them is wearing a tattoo. So I assume he's either ICE or some type of government worker that's doing harm to this country. Those are some sick individuals is what they are as federal workers. They don't know the damage that they're going to do to this country. They don't know the damage that they're going to do to black neighborhoods in this country. And I'm talking about job-wise and everything else. That's what I was saying, you know what, months ago, where I said, here they come, everybody, here comes our replacements. Here they come. Think about it, everybody. Think about it. We're on course to change this country. We're on course to bring in 30 million people during the Biden administration. If this continues, 30 million. That's enough to change this country forever, is what I see. And so, yeah, we've got a lot of mess going on, a lot to straighten out. But I did want to come on here tonight and point this out to you and spread the word. Take this video and share it out there. We can't let this stand. We can't. We can't let this continue. But you know what? Everybody's timid. They don't want to be called a racist. They don't want to do anything. Hey, look, they're going to call us a Nazi, a white supremacist. Guess who's doing that kind of shit? Vladimir Putin. Oh, yeah. You look at what's going over there in Russia, how they control the news and everything else. Guess what? They do it here too. Our government and big tech and the mainstream media all working in concert together, doing the bidding of these I get that no other word than communist extremists. Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Joe Biden, the list runs on and on. Ship for brains. You know who I'm talking about there. Adam Schiff. I mean, come on. The very least you can do is get on the phone and call your legislator and your congressman. Oh, and don't forget the morons in the Senate. Let me tell you, inflation, they're not going to change what they're doing. They're not going to. All they're going to try and do is blame somebody else. They're going to blame Putin. They're going to blame the war. They're going to blame anything and everything but themselves and their policies. Oh, guess what? Mass immigration is one of them. One of them. Look up Cloward and Pivens, everybody. The Cloward and Pivens strategy. Look it up. Go read the Communist Manifesto. Everything in it, everything that's going on today is in it, including what's going on in our schools. And Lisa Lee, you are right. This is insanity. You said 42, but what I heard was 24. We'll see what the real numbers are. Maybe they'll say, who knows? But we need to get the word to Abbott. That ain't going to do it. And dropping them off to open arms in D.C. What I see there is just everybody cooperating with each other. That's what I see. How does anybody on the other end know where they're going to be dropped off at? I mean, the street that they're going to be dropped at. I mean, I guess they could be following the buses as they come into the state. That's the reason we need hundreds of buses going in. Hundreds. Again and again and again. We need them overwhelmed, just like happening to us on the border. Overwhelmed. And we need other states, guess what? They need to be doing it too. But hey, like I said, I did come on late. I know you guys didn't expect me to be on. How you doing, David Garcia? Moonshine, how are you doing? Lisa Lee? And David Contras. Guess that's how you pronounce that. All the way from Fort Hood. Yep. Fort Hood, Texas. Thank you, David. Oh, man. It's just, well, let's see what happens over the next few days. And let's see if they actually drop Title 42. Let's see if they absolutely do that. Let's see if they absolutely do that. Yeah, and Yip and Yahoo, yeah, He says he was not impressed with the dog and pony show today. Not at all. Not at all. Because when I looked at it, that's basically what I saw too. A show. And there's a lot of people in D.C., a lot of politicians are saying, hey, this is a stunt. It better not be a stunt. It better be real. And that's what I'm saying to Abbott, because we don't have any choice now. He's already won his primary. And his opponent is not any better, everybody. Beto would be 20 times worse. 20 times. But we can. You got that right, David. And but he can use better tactics. He can. Right now, what Abbott is getting is headlines. Oh, look, here comes the bus, everybody. Just like he said he would. I didn't expect what I saw. Didn't expect that. I'm disappointed. Yes, I am. I believe if I couldn't fill a bus up, I would have waited till there's maybe more people coming across the border in a surge. That's what I've done. Or at least not put the bus on the road till it was full. Because I'm sure that bus I see right there holds more than 24 people. But like I said, they seemed like they were happy when they were getting off. Now, one of them, when I heard talk this morning, I heard him say, well, we don't know where we're going. We have no money. I doubt that that's true. These people in that picture right there that I just showed you, these people are there to direct them. They're going to see that they get money. They're going to see that they get a bus ticket or a plane ticket to wherever they want to go. Or maybe they'll gather a big group of them and send them all at one time, spread them around the country. We don't know what they're doing with them. It's secret, don't you know? We can't know this. We can't know this. It's secret. But we're paying for it. We're paying for every bit of it. And if you think this doesn't add to the debt, if you think this doesn't count in spreading money around, continuing to spend money that we don't have, man, it's just pouring gasoline onto the fire, everybody. Solarfish, you may be right there. We may need to be escorting those buses out of Texas. But what I want to know is how these two jokers knew to be on the scene. And these people were wearing wristbands. What are they? Just asking, everybody. Just asking. Maybe somebody in the news media out there will ask that question. Just maybe. But then again, we'll try and do our due diligence and find out just where it was these people went. Where it was. We may have to jump on one of those buses and find out what happens. Wonder if they'll let me do that. Maybe they'll let a reporter get on it and he just goes along with the, you know what? That would be a good idea. Have an undercover reporter, Hispanic reporter, get on the bus with them and see who and how much help they're getting from the government. That would be interesting as hell. That would be interesting as hell. Maybe we can figure it out, everybody. Maybe we can figure it out with the help of a volunteer that'll go down there and get on one of those buses. I know I'm just daydreaming, but what the heck? Got to go all out, everybody. Like I said, I'll catch you next time, everybody. This is a short news brief. And pray for the people in Ukraine, and we need to say to our government, give them the freaking aircraft. Give them the aircraft. Putin is fixing to unload on them. Unmercifully. It's going to be a bloodbath, and they're outnumbered and outmanned in the skies. Give them what they need. With that, everybody, have a good evening, and we'll see you next time.